Hi, I'm Jim Juback, and welcome to my Hot Button Moves YouTube video for this week. I'm shooting this on the 28th of February, just so you know where everything is. Okay, this week's Hot Button Move is by Viking Therapeutics. A week ago, it was on the 20th, I did a Hot Button Moves video on your need to buy as much of the GLP-1 drug sector as you can. This is the ones I mentioned were Eli Lilly, LLY, and Novo Nordisk, NVO. For those of you who have missed all the furor, the GLP-1 agonist is a mimics the action of the GLP hormone that helps control insulin and blood sugar in the body. These drugs were originally designed as diabetes drugs. They're all injectables, pretty much. The class has been expanded because it was discovered that these drugs would lead to significant weight losses. In the case of Lilly's Zepbound, we're talking about 7 or 8% body mass loss. So this has become a huge drug class. 36.5 billion in sales in 2023. This has a chance to be the biggest drug class ever. So Lilly and Novo Nordisk have been zooming, and I suggest that you buy them. So what happened in the last couple of days is that Viking Therapeutics, which is the development stage biotech company, announced phase 2 trial results for its compound VK2735, and it looks like this has the potential to be the best-in-class drug when it eventually hits the market. You got to get approval, you got to do class 3 trials, but the data at this point shows that it's more effective at producing weight loss than Eli Lilly's drug. So instead of the 7 to 8% you get from Zepbound, you get 14 or 15% weight loss, and that it is also better in terms of frequency of injection, that you only need to inject it once as opposed to every week or every other week. This drug is now going into more phase 2B trials to see about how long the duration lasts. Data there looks good. How safe it is, data there looks good. And looking about what the kind of dosing needs to be and all of that. So they're going to meet with the FDA about designing those trials over the summer. In the meantime, there is also an oral version of this, and this would be one of the few oral versions. Most of these, as I said, are injectables. Huge advantage to being an oral dosage as opposed to an injectable dosage. It looks like there's going to be some news on that maybe sometime in this quarter. So the stock zoomed on those trial results, basically double. But you're still looking at a company that trades with a market cap of only about $9 billion, in contrast to Lilly, for example, which has a $720 billion market cap. Big difference in there. This is still a small enough biotech that somebody could buy it. There's been a lot of acquisition activity in this area. Lilly has bought companies, Roche has bought companies. The whole idea is that there are lots and lots of more compounds coming. If you have one of the leaders, you might want to buy one of the up-and-coming newcomers. Oh, that's my dog outside my window here in Vegas. Not my dog, a dog. So there's a good possibility that Viking Therapeutics will get bought. There's a good possibility that they just raised some more money for a second round, so they've got cash, another $300 million to take research further. But taking a drug like this to market is very expensive, so good possibility to get bought. I would buy this. It's trading on the 22nd, which is why I gave you this date, at $91 a share. I'd buy it up to 100. My target on this would be like 150 within a year. So this is my hot button moves suggestion for today. Buy Viking Therapeutics. As I said, ticker is VKTX. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's free. That way you get notification when we do our next ones. We're trying to do about 3 a week. I'm not always making it like I did this last week, but hey, that's the goal. So if you subscribe, you get notification when we do the next one. If you like this and you want more of my stuff for free, you can go to my jubakpicks.com site. And that runs 3 portfolios, including one of the portfolios that I'm going to put Viking Therapeutics in. If you want more of my stuff, including 6 portfolios, which will include both the Jubak Picks portfolio that I put the Viking in, as well as my volatility portfolio that I'll put this Viking in, which has options, and also on the site you can do some ETFs. That's Jubak Asset Management, jubakam.com. You can find links to those down below. As the last is a subscription site. Also, those of you who follow me know that I've moved lock, stock, and kit and caboodle to Venice, Italy. Don't know that I'm going to be in Venice for very long. Maybe we have this apartment until May, and I think we're moving to Sicily. But we're going to be in Italy for a while. Italy has always been a dream of ours to live here, and now we're doing it because our kids are grown. Hey, why not? Children shouldn't have all the fun. So if you want to follow those adventures, we've launched another free thing, Substack, called We Move to Italy. And please subscribe. We'd love to see you there and comment and share our lives. Anyway, so that's all of the news. You can find links to all this stuff down below. And thanks very much for watching.